What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook? Big Dog Brett. I know I haven't made a video in a little while, guys. Sorry about that. Just after the SEC game, there really hasn't been anything going on. There has been some stuff going on in recruiting, and I'm not going to get into that on this video. Also, I wanted to talk about the Georgia versus Texas no horns football game. I'm going to make a trash talk video about that because who in the world picked that game? I would have rather have played like Ohio State or Michigan or even UCF. There's no competition between Georgia and Texas. Good Lord. Georgia's got linebackers bigger than some of Texas's linemen. Oh, anyway. There's all kind of meaningless, pointless bowls. The Auto Nation Cure Bowl, New Mexico Bowl, Mitsubishi Bowl, Raycom Bowl, RNL. Basically, if you have a business that employs more than 5 or 6 employees, you too can have a bowl with 2 meaningless teams playing somewhere in the next 2 weeks. So, to give you an example, Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. Really? Serve Pro has a bowl. Cheez-Its has a bowl. New Era Pinstripe Bowl. The Nova Home Loans Bowl. See, this right here is what we need to do is take about 15 of these ridiculous bowl games and make these playoff games. Hey, we could have a 16-game playoff game with these bowl games that don't mean nothing. Look, half of the players now are saying they ain't going to play in the bowl games because they don't mean anything. They don't want to risk getting injured because either they're going to play football next year or they're going to try and go in the draft. So they're like backing out of the bowl games because they mean nothing. I mean, the tickets for these games, okay. The tickets for these games are completely ridiculously cheap, right? So even 2 ranked teams on December 28th, right? Iowa State, number 24, and Washington State, number 13, those tickets are going for $33. Because nobody cares. How in the world did Baylor get into a bowl game? You want to know how much? Baylor versus Vandy. Baylor versus Vandy. You can get tickets to that game for $6. First of all, they ain't going to fill that stadium up. There ain't no way. Second of all, they're not going to make enough money off of those tickets to cover the cost to run the electricity in that stadium that day. Because they might have 3,000 people show up to that game. First of all, Baylor's in California. Their fans don't travel well. Vandy's in the SEC. Their fans really don't travel that well. And they're playing in Texas. They're going to get a bunch of locals down there who ain't got nothing better to do. Oh, and to tell you how irrelevant Miami is, Miami versus Wisconsin, which are supposed to be 2 big teams, playing on the 27th. Those tickets are only $60. Face value is more than that. No, here's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, Florida versus Michigan. Don't know how in the world this worked out either. I would have rather played Florida again, or played Michigan again, or played Michigan. Those tickets are only going for $71. It's ridiculous. Stafford versus Pitt, $11. Number 22 ranked Northwestern versus number 17 ranked Utah, $8. Crazy. The Georgia Texas games, which we're playing in Atlanta, is $91. That's really not that bad. So that's January 1st on a Tuesday. By the way, on the New Year's Day game, you have Mississippi State SEC team, LSU SEC team, Kentucky SEC team, and Georgia an SEC team. The only game that you have playing on that day that is not an SEC team game is Washington versus Ohio State. That's it. LSU's going to curb stomp UCF, and I'll get into all the bowl predictions and stuff later, but I wanted to make you guys a video real quick, let you know that the recruiting's been going really well. We've got several commits now. I think it's about time you guys start jumping in and looking at some of the recruiting stuff. I'm going to try and keep you guys updated in the offseason. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is covering or starting to cover the Atlanta Legends as they start flowing back into a mix of football here. For those of you who don't know, there's basically a minor league football league that's starting up in the offseason, and they've done a pretty good job of getting the local talent around those areas to be involved. For the Atlanta area, it's going to be Aaron Murray. For those of you who are Dogs fans, you know who Aaron Murray is, one of the all-time passing leaders at University of Georgia. And so he's going to be the quarterback for the Atlanta Legends. I haven't looked into a whole lot of it as to who the other teams are, but I'm kind of getting interested in following that and kind of seeing how it goes. I think that there could be that could be something that really takes off. Oh, and also for those of you who are interested in soccer, Atlanta United won the MLS Cup. Ugh. If you watch those guys are pretty intense. They're fun to watch, but I don't really talk a whole lot about them on this channel, but it's really big around the Atlanta area. Who's Alabama playing? Oh yeah, I think they're playing oh, let me pull that up again. Oh yeah, who was Alabama playing? Let me check that. Oh yeah, Choklahoma. I forgot who you guys were. Choklahoma. Well, I guess Alabama's gonna do the same thing to y'all that we did. Drag you up and down the field. Another loss to another SEC team, but we'll be waiting to hear y'all talk about how the SEC is overhyped and all that good stuff. Listen, guys, for those of you SEC haters out there, don't give me that bias stuff. I know that's like y'all's go-to, is that it's bias for the SEC, but not when they keep winning the bowl games. Not when we keep getting placed in bowl games. I mean, last year, the two teams that played for the national championship were SEC teams, and we beat breaks off everybody else. This year, almost every bowl game that's worth watching has got an SEC team in it. I mean, I think pretty much every team in the SEC got a bowl game, pretty much. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I just want to make a little update video, let you guys know, yeah, I'm still out here, I'm still kicking, I'm still around. It's just been busy, holidays, whatnot. So, I'll be looking forward to making the Texas versus Georgia video. You guys get a chance, go over and check out Uncle Lou. You guys go check out if you like college football commentators or fan pages and stuff. Uncle Lou makes a page. Top Billing Sports makes a page. Law Tide makes a page. And one of the guys that I enjoy talking to the most, Bobby C. Catfish, the Volunteer Roadshow. Go check him out. He's awesome. He's really helped me kind of get the channel rolling. And do me a favor, if you've made it this far in the video, give me a thumbs up and a like. It helps the metrics. It helps push the channel around to other feeds so it gets suggested and whatnot. If you want to copy it over and throw it in Facebook, that'd be great too, but you don't have to. Leave a comment down in the comment section. If you guys want to start throwing your predictions out for the Georgia-Texas game, that'd be great. I'd love to see what you guys have as far as what your thought processes are. When I do the fan page, I'm going to look into maybe being able to bring on, I'm going to try to do that as a live show so that I can have you guys commentate. I love the chat section so I can respond to it, but I'll try to do that as a live feed. So thanks again so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys joining in. I'm gonna up the ante a little bit, and I'm going to try to shoot for 1,000 subscribers this year. Try to get to 1,000 by the end of the season. We'll see what happens. I'll be doing fan reaction videos throughout the rest of the bowl season on teams and games that I want to watch. So if you guys are a fan of a team and you want to have me cover it or you want to have me watch it, let me know. I'll do a fan reaction video for that. I'll actually jump into the stats and kind of review the game before it gets going, so I know what I'm looking at, know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching me. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. Have a great day, and as always, God bless. Go Dogs.